The second catalyst, I think, for higher equities and digital asset prices is, not just that the Fed funds rate is going to be, reduced over the next 12 months, but also that they're ending the roll-off. So QT is ending. And what does ending QT mean? It means the restarting of QE in some form or fashion. Another thing that Paul Tudor Jones mentioned today was about the so-called tacos, although he didn't use the terminology taco. Taco just refers to truly awful, clever option. And with President Trump and the way that he messages, especially around, trade relationships globally, but I want to focus on the Chinese trade relationship between the United States and, the CCP, that what Paul Tudor Jones is saying is that over the next 2 weeks that it is likely that we'll see some type of resolution to those trade differences, that there will be some type of, hopefully, there will be some type of resolution to that. And so if we've got the Fed meeting at the end of the month where there is another cut that is, it looks like it's priced. Let me go ahead and hop on over here to Fed Watch real quick. And so this cut at the end of the month is already priced. The next meeting is in 14 days. So at the very end of the month, right before Halloween, the Fed's going to meet. Looks like 25 basis point cut is priced over the next 12 months. You could expect there to be, another 100 basis points of cuts. If there's a resolution to these Chinese trade, problems between the US and China, well, then those things together could help equities, the S&P and the NASDAQ really ramp into year end, according to Paul Tudor Jones. So if equities ramp into year end, then maybe looking at Bitcoin and ETH in the light of, gold and silver printing fresh all-time highs nearly every day, maybe Bitcoin and ETH have some catch up to do. Maybe this is the best opportunity on the board if you're, a Bitcoin and ETH bull for some type of a catch-up trade into year end. And it would make sense in the post-halving year, if that analysis holds true, that we would see, the real run higher in Bitcoin and ETH like over the next 60 days. But it's been very, very difficult to wait for that, especially when you've got to withstand a crash in the meantime. So, Ramsey, Carl, thanks you guys. And Carl, I think I cut you off. You might have something else that you wanted to add.
Oh, I just thought maybe if you could compare it with, you've done the BTC and gold, the total three, you checked it against gold. I wonder how does JLP stack up with that, in that it's all three of the blue chips? Can you compare that with how it's competed against gold?
Yeah, that's a good idea.